How to prepare for an interview. What to do, what not to do. Here it is. Come prepared so the interview goes smoothly and is worth your time. A few simple rules to enhance your interview experience. Do your homework before the interview. Establish the setting. Establish a rapport. Know the job. 1. Do your homework. You don't want to be looking at the applicant's resume the entire interview. Know who you are interviewing and for what position. This will allow you to ask effective questions and gain a better understanding if this candidate is qualified. 2. Establish the environment. Make sure you are not checked in anywhere else. Set the tone and the mood for this interview. This will ease the interviewee and yourself. Put your phone away so not to be tempted to text anyone. 3. Establish a rapport. Make the candidate feel welcome and comfortable. 4. Know the job description. Understand thoroughly the job description so that the candidate can be interviewed properly and successfully. 3 types of questioning for interviews. 1. Unstructured, where the questions are not planned. 2. Semi-structured. There are specific questions, but the interview is flexible. 3. Structured. This is when the questions are prepared in advance. Very little flexibility is allowed. For this interview, we are using the semi-structured approach. The interview may be approached in a direct and non-direct way. This means that you have prepared and have specific questions, but you also leave the room for open responses. Semi-structured interview. When preparing for a semi-structured interview, know and understand what should be covered, but allow for flexibility. Use open-ended questions so ideas and topics can be better explored. Remember, body language or nonverbal communication can say a lot to the interviewee. Here are some things to be mindful of. Avoiding eye contact can imply cold and evasive communication. Avoid raising your eyebrows. The candidate may think you are disagreeing. Don't hunch or slouch. It is a sign of passiveness and boredom. Smile at the candidate. Make direct eye contact. It gives off a friendly, sincere vibe. Items you may inquire about during the interview. Name. Have you ever worked for this company before? Marital status. Inquiries about the duration of the stay. Age. Requiring a proof of age in the form of a permit. Sex. This can be used for selection purposes. Unlawful questions could include race and color, disability. The Rehabilitation Act forbids employers to ask whether they are disabled or not. Place of birth. It can inquire about national origin or religion. Applicants' religious denomination should not affect receiving the job. There are a few errors commonly made by the interviewer. Try to avoid first impression error. The first impression could be based on appearance and even on the information given before meeting the candidate. 3. Devil's horns, meaning if one negative trait is portrayed, the interviewer then sees everything in a bad light. Successful candidate closing. Thank the candidate and let them know that you will be in contact with them in the near future. Unsuccessful candidate closing. Thank the candidate for the interest in the position of the job. If there is something about the application or during the interview that does not fit the criteria, let them know. Leave them with a positive image of your company and gratitude for the interest. Closing the interview. When finishing up with your applicant, always thank them for the interview. Making a positive impression is crucial and will allow you and the company to have a remarkable reflection.